for another. Just kidding, I'm glad that I left. Hey guys, before we start this video, I'm sorry if I look at the ground a lot. Sometimes I lose focus and don't make eye contact, so sorry, but enjoy though. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Ignore this really beautiful Hulk. Yeah, I have that. You've probably seen him before though, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I actually used to be a DC fan before Marvel, and clearly, as you can see now, I'm definitely not a DC fan anymore. Okay, well, I'll explain. It's really complicated. So a little background information before I actually get started into it. When I was a kid, I really did not like Disney, and I knew Marvel was part of Disney, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch Marvel. I'm not gonna watch Marvel with Disney. I don't like Disney, and the reason why I did not like Disney was because Mickey Mouse was an arch nemesis of this guy, Daffy Duck. Well, Bugs Bunny, but Donald Duck, I do not like. If someone says Donald Duck is better than Daffy, I'm gonna give them a really hard time. You can ask my friends about that. So this is Daffy. This is really old, but I keep him. I'm a big Looney Tunes fan, and I'm a really big Looney Tunes fan. So when I was little, I was like, no Disney, no, X out. I would like really only want to watch Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, you know, all the cartoons on Cartoon Network that were based on Warner Brothers. Scooby-Doo, I loved Scooby-Doo, and I saw a. Did I just voice cracked? I did. Oh my god. And then I saw a crossovers, both Daffy and Scooby-Doo crossover with DC, and that's how I got into DC. And this was around 2nd grade. That was a long time ago. This man, Daffy Duck as Batman. Despicable. Yeah, I know. Okay, chill. Oh my god, what the heck? Okay. I thought you got a cut, but you didn't, because I keep very good care of him. Okay, enough talk about Daffy. I can talk about Daffy forever. Okay. Okay, so 3rd grade. 3rd grade is when my dad forced me to watch Avengers. That was the first Marvel movie I ever watched. I did not want to watch it at all. I was like, no, Dad, it's not DC. Which I do that now. I said, it's not Marvel. So I was like, no, it's not DC. It's not Teen Titans. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. Dad, you're forcing me to watch a Disney-related movie. No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. And of course, I watched it, and I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Since I was so biased, I was like, I don't like it. Oh, that was bad. But of course, I was watching YouTube, and I was secretly watching those clips over and over again in 3rd grade. And then Avengers Age of Ultron came out, and my dad's like, you want to go see this movie? I know you like DC, but I was like, okay, I watched it. I was kind of forced to it again, and then I saw it, and now I think Avengers Age of Ultron was the biggest breaking point for me. Is like, oh, why am I watching this other fandom when this movie was so much better than I don't know. I was just like, it was like, I almost cried, because I was like, oh my god, this is so much better than what I've been watching with superheroes. Like, it wasn't dark, it wasn't dark like I've been watching, because I was watching a lot of Batman and Teen Titans, and a lot of darkness was in it, but that's DC. I don't really care about, well, I do. Okay, this is gonna be really hard to explain. I just realized this. Whatever, okay. So yeah, So I was like, oh my god. So then I immediately I started catching up. I watched Captain America Winter Soldier with by myself, and I was just trying to catch up. I couldn't watch all the movies right away because I was still very hesitant, because I still did not like Disney at all. But I was like, I have to. It's not technically part of Disney. It's its own Marvel, but still had a chat. And I there are things of Disney that I don't agree on. One, the biggest thing, Mickey Mouse. I do not like Mickey Mouse. I know a lot of people somehow like Mickey Mouse. I'm like, okay, off topic. And then, so yeah, my DC love started slowly fading away. I feel like, I was neutral, like third and fourth grade. I was neutral. I was like, oh, I like Disney. I like Marvel and DC. They're both good. They're fine. Whatever. But slowly I was like, and then I think, okay, and then Batman v Superman came out, and there's so many bad ratings. I'm like, okay, I won't watch that because I don't want my heart breaking. Because I was like, no. I was like, of course, I was like, oh, Batman's gonna win. I hate it. It's so weird. I was such a big fan of DC, but I hated Superman. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I like cut DC, because I hated Superman. I kept on bringing Superman back, and I was like, no, just no Superman, please. He's a horrible character. Superman's really bad, actually. Like, if you pull away his powers, like, what is he? Calvin Cart with those glasses? No, I don't like Superman at all. It's just, he has like, his weakness is a rock. A rock. People thought that was a good idea, a rock. Put in some real things. You know, maybe. I loved Captain America Civil War. It was amazing. I teared up. I teared up every time. Like, the first Marvel movies I saw in theaters, I teared up in every one, because like, I was just like, this is so much better than DC. And again, my DC started like going away. I started getting, it's too boring. The only DC live action movies I like is Shazam. The rest can go away, especially Batman v Superman. I tried to watch that actually, and I didn't like. I can watch more Green Lantern than Batman vs Superman. That's how bad it was. And I also watched Green Lantern just to like, let's torture myself, and I was able to watch that more than Batman v Superman. That's how bad it was. It's worse than Green Lantern for me. Yeah, it was that bad. Well, of course, I was able to hype myself up because it was Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, you know, but like still, it sucked. All I got from this was Batman like saying his mother's name, Martha. Of course, if Teen Titans another season comes out, I'm gonna watch that because I loved Teen Titans when I was a kid. It was so good. That's the only actually good thing I saw from me from DC is my love for Batman and Teen Titans. Batman I don't really like anymore. Slowly slipping. I mean, I still like him, but he's the only good character out of the Justice League to me. He's like the only good one. It's just Batman. He's just Batman. I didn't even like the other characters when I liked DC. I just really liked Batman and Teen Titans. That was legit it. But I called myself a DC fan, and I did not. It was really bad. And so Marvel, I just got more joy out of Marvel. Like I don't get the joy from DC as I much get from Marvel. Like I actually, and like the Justice League movie sucked. Like Marvel puts so much more effort into their stories than DC. DC copies more than Marvel, pretty sure. Like they copied, actually I think Batman, they copied Spider-Man's concept. That's like the only reason why Batman's good, because once they saw Spider-Man succeed so much because people related to him. And people like, he's just a normal teacher, normal teenager and he got bit by a spider. Now he has to deal with all these problems. He has to deal with his uncle's passing, and people can relate to that. And then with Superman, you can relate to that guy. You can relate to Wonder Woman. She's legit a woman god. She has basically no problem, and she's awesome. And then you brought Batman in, and people are like, oh, Batman's really good. That's why people love Batman so much, because he might be rich, but he's the most relatable out of the others, because they don't have that dark story like Batman does. And I think that's why, and with Harley Quinn and Joker, also very good characters because they have problems. Well, on the other hand, Superman doesn't have any problems. He gets the girl. No one knows his secret identity as a news reporter. Of course, Spider-Man's also a news reporter, so could have been copied. They're meant to be gloomy and dark, and that's okay. But Marvel also has I'm not even gonna say they're more serious than Marvel, but Marvel's still serious. And when people think DC is better than Marvel, they don't realize that Marvel's also serious too. They just put that little bit of joy that people want in their lives. So that's why people like Marvel more. It's just more enjoyable to watch in general, more relatable, and just like it lifts your mood up. When DC didn't lift my mood up, but Marvel did, so I moved to Marvel. I have this giant thing of hope now. The only thing I might watch is Teen Titans if they come up with another season. But they're probably not. You know that show is probably the best DC show that's ever been alive. Teen Titans. And people, when they think of DC, they think of Batman and Superman, when Teen Titans is the only really good show out there for me. Personally, that's my opinion. It's not bad. Marvel animated series, TV shows are actually really good. They might not be as fitting as the DC, because you're able to do more with animation with DC. With Marvel, it's actually really hard, both live and animation, and they're able to pull it off. I mean, Avengers Assemble was very, very good. It got very good. Ultimate Spider-Man, a lot of people don't like that because they loved Spectacular Spider-Man when it came out, but Ultimate Spider-Man wasn't good, but it was still good. It was still really good, actually. I loved Ultimate Spider-Man. Hulk and the Agent of Smash is underrated. People go watch it. It's really good. I love A-Bomb in it. A-Bomb totally lifts your mood. If you're in a bad mood, just watch A-Bomb. It's Justice League. With Marvel, you have Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four. You have all these. When you think of teams on DC, you just think of Justice League and Teen Titans. I mean, yeah, I felt really bad about myself because I was I didn't watch Marvel because of my love for Warner Brothers, and was forcing myself to watch something that I didn't really enjoy, except for Teen Titans, of course. And yeah, now I'm happy where I am. I'm happy that I switched to Marvel. I really am happy that I switched. Mickey Mouse. I don't know why people like Mickey Mouse. He's not good. He's not good. He's not good. People are so jump the gun oh, you like Marvel because, DC's too dark for you. Marvel's not as good as DC. And I was I can stop you right there, because I was both. I was very into DC in second grade and half of third grade. And look at me now. I have a giant Hulk. So, and I can back any Marvel fan if they need to when a DC fan comes up on them. I can be stop it right there. I used to be a DC fan. You were wrong. You're way wrong. Plus, Stan Lee gets way more Like, do you guys even know who wrote the DC comics? I bet really big DC fans probably can answer, but like the regular DC fans, can you remember who wrote DC comics? So a lot of Marvel, like almost every Marvel stan can say, oh, Stan Lee was like the first one to write Marvel comics. He made Hulk, Spider-Man. Oh, don't want this so much because he wrote these two. And a lot of people know Stan Lee. Our fan just hit them with this. Do you know who wrote the first DC comic book? Because I know who wrote mine. Yeah, okay. Go away now. I like that. And yeah, I know like there's a incline in DC right now. But Marvel fans are still up here. We're staying strong even though Black Widow hasn't come out yet. I know you guys were the first to do woman movie, Wonder Woman, first female superhero. Yeah, and maybe Captain Marvel's movie was not that great, but still, Black Widow, even though she doesn't have her own movie yet, but it's coming. But the way everyone loved Black Widow in like was it Iron Man, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War. She was in a lot of movies, even though she might not have her own movie. But she's getting in her tune. People stand with Black Widow, Wanda, Gamora, Mantis. So DC fans, when you say, oh, Marvel doesn't appreciate woman characters, dude, there's only like 2 female superheroes that people might know in DC. Well, people can name off like 5 or 10 in Marvel. So like, what the heck? And like a lot of characters that are girls that a lot of people like are villains, not heroes. Like the only Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman is like the only female superhero character that everyone cares about in DC. Well, on the other hand, Marvel has a lot. So when you say DC cares about women superheroes, Marvel does too. They just want to make sure it's good. So bye guys, I'll see you in the next video. And I do have Twitch now. I don't know when I'm gonna stream, but yeah, maybe I'll play some Fortnite maybe, because you know Marvel has superhero characters in it now. I'm really excited to play. I'm really excited to play more Minecraft. I'm Twitch, yeah. So see you guys in the next video. You know a little bit more about me, about why I like Marvel so much. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, comment, share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Another reason Marvel soundtracks are way better than DC's. When you think of DC, you don't even know there's a soundtrack. There is, and it sucks. Yeah. I love these plushies. If you can't tell, Hulk and Spider-Man are my favorites. #1. Yeah, he's #1. Donald Duck, you're canceled. Boom, chakalaka, boom, chakalaka. He's really, really dark. Ah, Batman, I'm darkness within. I'm the Dark Knight. Ah. Batman, because I'm Batman. That's my impression, by the way, of Batman. Okay, bye.